Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you are already in your
Hometown.
hometown.
Yes.
Oh, when did you go there?
I'm returned there yesterday when
Okay.
I went to when I went to the church with my parents, and then I returned there, returned here.
Okay. So I returned here last Thursday, Wednesday,
No, yesterday.
yesterday, Thursday, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I returned here last Saturday. So that's how you say it. Okay. That's early. Okay. So you will be staying there until Sunday?
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Long weekend with your family, right?
Yes.
That's great. Okay. So, welcome to our class. And of course, today we're going to have your lesson first, okay?
Mm,
We're going to talk about your lesson first, and then later on, we can do free talking as well, all right? To practice your conversation skills. Okay, so we are already at page done. Okay, you have your book, right?
yes.
Yes, that's good. All right, so let's go to that part. All right, here. Okay. All right. Free cigarettes for soldiers, right?
Yes.
Yes. Issue 10, that's page 40.
Yes.
No, 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 39.
39.
Yes. Okay. So cigarettes, you know what cigarettes are, right?
I think it's the same tobacco.
It's same as
Tobacco.
tobacco. Yes. Yes. Tobacco. Okay. So cigarettes, there are different kinds of cigarettes, but usually when they say tobacco, those are the big ones. Okay.
Mm,
All right. So do you have someone in your family who smokes cigarettes?
yes.
Who?
My older brother and my cousin.
Oh, okay. Do they smoke a lot?
Mm, I think so.
Really? Oh, okay. All right. So these are the title of the article is what's the title?
Mm,
Free
free uh,
cigarettes
cigarettes for
for.
soldiers.
That's right. Okay. So they are giving away free cigarettes for soldiers. So let's find out what the article is all about. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Mm, my father, he is now 71, never smoked as a youngster
Mm-hmm.
or through
Junior
junior high and high school when pressure
peer
to
peer pressure.
peer pressure to smoke was heaviest.
Mm-hmm.
He never thought a cigarette during his 4 years at college. He, his
Resisted
guide resisted the
temptation.
temptation
Yes.
that was 26 when he went to the Germany as
Mhm.
a civi-
Civilian.
civilian employee of
Mhm.
the United States Army. Uh, it, it was there that he began pick up the three
Yeah.
cigarettes that
Cigarettes
cigarettes mm,
that were
cigarettes
used.
that were used to the military. That was how he started a lifelong addiction to smoking. He
Oh.
was regretted it ever since, but he's hooked and can't stop.
Mm-hmm.
the cigarette companies now a good thing when achieved. They are now supplying free cigarettes to the men and women
Stationed.
stationed in the prison group.
Mhm.
That a terrific
Opportunity.
opportunity opportunity to hear in on the poten-
Potential
potential
market.
potential market of over 20 100,000 future smokers. You can be sure they are making most of it.
Mhm.
What burns me up is that the cigarette companies are trying to look pa-
Patriotic.
pa- patriotic.
Yes.
If they want to make a contribution to our men and women in
In,
uniform.
mm,
If this is if this is so, why don't they stay playing cards, board games, or paper park books? I'll tell you why. Because they know that nicotine is highly addictive. Some researchers say it's harder to stop smoking than to get off heroin or
cocaine.
cocaine.
Mhm.
Uh, ci- cigarette companies fingers
Figure.
figure that if they can hurt even half of these soldiers, they will have at least 115,000
15,000
new
new
customers,
customers.
where itself is plenty dangerous. Why should we allow a company that sells a
Forming.
habit forming
Mhm.
cancer causing products, products to give it to our soldiers? Does it make any sense?
Sense. Okay. Somebody with high
Somebody with high uh,
visibility.
visibility and clout should make some noise about this. The tobacco
Tobacco.
companies should not should not be
Permitted.
permitted permitted to
Seduce
seduce our troops who
our
are put
troops.
troops who are putting their
Lives.
lives on the line on a combat
And
and
should not
should not have to continue to risk their lives after
after
war.
war. Okay. Wow. All right. I like the article again. Okay. Actually, all the articles here in this book are very interesting. Okay. So, were you able to read the book before the class?
Mm,
Did
yes,
you? No.
uh,
Yes.
yes, but
Oh, okay.
uh,
But
there are some a lot of new vocabulary and it's really for me a kind of
is
it's
really
I
difficult to
can
understand.
yes and
Yes.
I can speak speak
Okay, it's all right. That's why
yes.
teacher is here to help you out. Okay. All right. First, before we begin, what can you tell me if you what did you understand about what you read?
Mm,
What is the article about?
uh, I think this is when peer pressure to smoke was heaviest.
Mm-hmm. Peer pressure.
Yes.
Okay, is in its heaviest. Okay, when you say peer pressures, okay, these are to do what others are doing, uh, and it's hard to say no. Okay,
Yes.
they in this article they are giving free cigarettes to soldiers, right? They're so the soldiers there, of course, it's free. They're going to try it because it's free, right? So the peer pressure there, even if you don't want to try it, because a lot of soldiers are smoking and trying free cigarette, they will also do the same. So that means it's hard to say no to the cigarette because it's free. It's hard to say no. When you go to the supermarket and then they will offer you free drink, right? Or to the mall, they will offer you like a free tea or a free taste of a cookie or something like that. Of course, you will say yes. Are you going to try it if they will give you a free sample? Yes,
Yes.
of course we will
Or
try it, right?
yes. Or
Okay, because it's free. You're not going to pay it. So that means it's hard to say no, no, I will not try it. No, it's hard to say that because it's free. So you're going to try. So that's peer pressure. Something, even if you don't like it, but of course it's free, you're going to do it. Okay? You have to make a decision even if you don't like something. It's hard to resist. Okay? So that's what peer pressure means. Okay, so let's talk about this. Free cigarettes for soldier. Okay, so he's talking about his father who is now how old? How old is his father?
uh,
He
it's
is,
71.
yes, 71, and he never smoked as a youngster. He never smoked when he was young.
Yes.
All through junior high and high school. When peer pressure to smoke was heaviest. What does that phrase mean? Again, most of the students during his younger times when he was young, most of the students there were smoking. Okay, so there was peer pressure. He doesn't want to do it, but he can't say no. But he never touched a cigarette. Okay, he never tried it. Even there's peer pressure. So during his 4 years of college, he, what did he do? He resisted the temptation. Okay, when you say resisted, I will give you the meaning of that. Okay, so that you can understand what it means. Oh, hold on. Right, so I will put there. Okay, resist. All right. Okay, to refuse.
Yes.
Yes, okay. It's hard to resist or it's hard to refuse. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put it there. Refuse. Okay. So, he refused the temptation. What is temptation? Mm-hmm. The urge, the desire. You want something. You want to do something very bad, even if it's wrong. So that's temptation. Okay? Let's say I like coffee very much, and it's not good for my body. And then I saw my friend, he was drinking coffee, and then he said, "Okay, try this." So that's temptation. Yes, he's letting you try something that is not good for you. Okay, it's a desire. You want to have something, but it's wrong. So that is temptation. Okay. All right. So let me put it there so you can understand it better. Okay. So that's temptation. What about you? What are the temptation in your school?
Uh,
Can you give me an example of temptation?
I think sometimes I don't
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I don't go to the school. Uh, I don't go to the school. I don't know. Sometimes I usually go to the new milk tea shop with my
Oh,
parents, with my
oh,
friends,
mm-hmm.
with my classmates.
Okay.
Instead of we have to go to the class.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So when you do something that you think it's wrong, but you're still, and it's a desire. You want to go there, but it's wrong. You have to go to school, but you went to the shop. So that is temptation. Okay, very good. All right, so let's continue. So during his 4 years of college, he resisted the temptation. He didn't smoke. Okay, so dad was 26 when he went to Germany as a civilian employee. Okay, all right, what is civilian? All right, it's just uh, what do you call this? A person who is not a member of the police or the army forces. Okay,
It's
so it's an ordinary person, not in the police force, uh, uh, or not in the military. Okay, so that is civilian. Let me put it there so you
this is
can understand. A person who is not on active duty with the military, naval police, or firefighting organization. Okay? But he's a soldier, but at that time he was a civilian. He's not on duty. It was there that he began picking up the free cigarettes. When he was 26, he began saying yes to the cigarettes. That's how he started the addiction. Okay. When you say addiction, what does it mean?
audition.
Addiction, like addicted to drugs. That's what they always say.
I think this is taking um for example the children they addiction for like games or watching TV.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you cannot stop doing something. Okay, especially something harmful like watching TV many hours. So that's addiction. Uh,
Like
Playing computer games. That's right. Very good. So that's addiction. If you cannot stop doing something that is very harmful, so that's addiction. Okay?
yes.
Very good. Okay, so he cannot stop. He's already hooked. All right? That means he's already doing it and he can't stop. All right. So the cigarette companies know a good thing when they see it. What does that mean? They are supplying free cigarettes. Why do you think cigarette companies are giving out free cigarettes to soldiers? Why do they need to do that?
Mm,
Why do the cigarette companies out
it's a
free?
free secret
Uh,
to the woman and patient.
yes. Why do cigarette companies give out free cigarettes to soldiers? It says there that, of course, they're going to have new
With
what? They're going to be their new customers, right? If they will give out free cigarettes, they will not stop doing it. Of course, if they go outside their duty, they're going to buy cigarettes already because they will not stop doing it.
yes.
Yes, that is the reason why cigarette companies are giving out free cigarettes to the
Man and woman,
yes,
especially in
that's
the
right, especially the
yes,
soldiers, right?
yes,
Okay, so that's a terrific opportunity. That's the best opportunity, the best chance, right, for the cigarette company to sell their market, to
um,
sell their cigarettes. Give out free samples. Of course, they will like it. They will buy more, right? Okay. So, uh, let's skip that because they know that what is in a cigarette? Nicotine.
mm,
Okay. Nicotine. Have you heard of that word before? Nicotine?
yeah,
Yes. What is it for? According to the uh, according to the article, what's a nicotine for? What does it do to people?
mm, nicotine,
Yes, it
yes,
says there that where is that? Nicotine is highly.
at addictive,
That's right. It's an ingredient that makes you want more. You won't stop.
yeah,
So it's an ingredient that they put in the cigarette so that you will, oh, this is very good. I want to try more.
uh,
Okay?
yes,
Yes, it's an ingredient that is highly addictive. Okay? Is an ingredient that is highly addictive. All right, that's nicotine. Okay, so if you see your cousins smoking and they can stop, it is because of the nicotine. Okay? All right. Researchers say it's harder to stop smoking than to get off what?
to get
Heroin
off
and
heroin, cocaine,
cocaine. That's
cocaine,
right. These are really dangerous drugs, right?
yes,
Yes. But the researchers say that it's harder to stop smoking. Okay? All right. So the writer said, war itself is plenty dangerous. What does that mean? War itself is already dangerous. Plenty. It's really dangerous. Okay? War itself is really dangerous. So why should we
and
allow company that
that sells
sells
habit forming,
what else?
cancer causing
Product to
product to give to our soldiers.
soldiers. That's right. What does that mean? They are already fighting a dangerous battle in a war, right? Soldiers fight in a war. And then you give them something that will cause them cancer. All right. These are
Yes,
people who are fighting for their country. And then you give them something that will make them sick. Because when you smoke a lot, you will get cancer, they say. And when you smoke a lot, it will be bad for your lungs. That's habit forming. When you say habit forming, it's addictive. You can't stop it. You
yes,
keep on doing it. That's habit. It's habitual.
yes.
Okay? So the question is, does this make any sense? All right? Okay. So, okay. So let's what do you call this? Talk about it again. So we already talked about peer pressure. Do you have any other questions? Are there some words that you don't understand?
They, does this make any sense?
What's
Uh,
that? Can you write it down?
Does this make any sense?
Does this make any sense? Okay, I am going to share it with you. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay, so when you say does that make sense, or this make any sense, it's more about what do you call this? Uh Hold on. I'm going to get an easy answer for you. Okay. Someone, when you talk about it, is this reasonable? Okay.
Yeah.
Or does this, is it clear and easy to understand? Does it make sense? Is this reasonable? Okay. Does this make sense? Or you can say, or you can say, is this reasonable? Okay, when we say reasonable, let's make another meaning for that. Uh, is this fair? Is this all right? It's like, is this acceptable? All right, that's the best one for you. Is this acceptable?
Yes.
Okay, does this make any sense? Is this a
Mm.
all right? That's the easiest meaning I can give you. Okay, so when you hear that phrase, all right, it means, is this acceptable? Is this reasonable? Okay, what else? What are the other words that you don't understand?
Mm. I think visit, visibility.
What's that? It's
It's a visibility. I think
visibility. Visibility, able to see. Somebody with high visibility. Somebody who can easily see.
uh, yeah.
Okay, visible. You can see it with your own eyes. All right, hold on. I will put it, able to be seen. You can see it. All right, hold on. What else? Visible. You can see it, able to be seen.
Mm.
See it. You can see something. Okay, what else? Any more questions?
Uh,
Cloud.
yeah.
Cloud, it means power. Power and influence over other people. Okay, you have the power, you have the control. You have the
Oh,
control or power to control people. Okay, how they think and how they. Okay, hold on. I will put cloud. All right. The ability or right to control people. You have the power to say, no, don't do that. No, this
oh,
is what you will do. Okay?
yes.
What else?
Mm.
Men and women in uniform, of course, these are the soldiers. Men
Oh,
in uniform. Okay? When they say men in uniform, usually they are pertaining to soldiers or policemen, but usually soldiers.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Any more?
In the uniform.
No more?
No, no, I can't hear you can say.
Oh, you can't hear me? Okay. Any more questions? Questions? Okay. I will put it there so you can hear me. Any more questions? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. So now let's read these words again. All right. The first one is resisted.
resisted,
That's right. The next one is civilian.
civilian,
Number three is, this is one syllable only, hooked.
hooked,
Okay, very good. Not hooked. Okay, hooked. All right,
hooked,
very good. Like looked. Okay,
looked,
cooked. All right, it's the same. Next one, seduce.
use,
All right, next is troops.
troops,
Very good. And the last one, it's not lives, but lives.
lives,
Okay. So this one, it has two pronunciation. It depends on how you use it. All right. I live in Ho Chi Minh City. So that's live. She lives in Ho Chi Minh City. All right. This one, their lives are at stake. When you say lives, it's the plural of life. Their life. So it's not their life, but their lives. The plural of life, lives. Okay? All right. So, um, okay, let's go to the what do you think part. What do you think about cigarette companies giving out free cigarettes to soldiers? Is that okay?
no, I don't think
Why?
there's, as everyone also know, cigarettes really it will have negative influence on soldiers' life,
Mm-hmm.
body.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. They have a negative influence. All right, not just negative influence. They have a negative result, negative impact, not just physically, mentally. Okay, mentally, the way you think. Physically, of course, if you keep on smoking, you will get ill. You will get
Yeah.
sick. Very good. Okay, so describe how people start smoking. Let's talk about your cousins. How did they start smoking? Or let's talk about your friends who smoke. In your opinion,
Uh,
how did they start smoking?
I think it's when I look my friend when he started smoking, I feel it's really funny.
Okay, he was still
Uh,
young.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Okay. How did he start? Did a friend uh, tell that? Did someone tell him or her that, why don't you try this? Is that the reason?
tell me,
Someone offered him a cigarette or her a cigarette?
there's someone about cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. That's a good reason why people start smoking. Uh, People will offer cigarettes to people who doesn't smoke. So that's one reason. Sometimes, second reason, if you see other people smoking, then you
Uh,
will say, "Oh, I would like
oh,
to try that too."
yes, I think so.
You
Yes,
think
yes,
that's
I think that
you think that happens?
this is, I think the bad habit.
Yes, it's a bad habit, but sometimes, here in the Philippines, if they see someone smoking, they think it's nice to see. Oh, she's what do you call this?
Mm,
She's in. They think that, oh, she's very beautiful and she's smoking. She looks great doing that.
It looks so cool.
Yes, they think it's cool, right? Other
Yes,
people think that way. I don't understand why when it's not really cool, right?
I don't think so.
Yes, me too. I don't think it's cool. Okay. All right, but I have tried once. I just wanted to feel uh, I just wanted to know how it tastes. That's
Mm,
it. But I stopped. I tried smoking. I tried to smoke one cigarette when I was still in college, but I never tried it again. How about you? Have you tried
no,
smoking a cigarette?
no,
No.
I never.
Oh,
Because
very
it's I
good.
have
Oh, yes.
allergy,
Allergy.
so I think
Mm,
it's really
not good
not
for you.
feasible for me.
Okay, it's not good for me. Okay? Okay, you cannot say you can say it like that. All right. So, um what do you think is the best way to stop smoking? To quit smoking?
I
What
think
can you suggest? Let's say your cousins. How can they stop or quit smoking?
I think it's really hard.
Yes, it's hard. So, what will you tell them so that they can stop smoking?
I just I just see my father. He he smoked a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Here about more 20 years ago,
Oh,
and at
okay.
present time he stopped it
He
smoking.
stopped.
Yes,
Okay.
I think it's I think I think it depends with another people. For
Mm-hmm.
some people, they can start smoking easier, but uh, some another people it's really difficult. With my father, they when they just smoke the fake the fake tobacco.
Tobacco, the fake tobacco.
Fake, yes. So from that time, they he stopped smoking.
Oh,
Maybe he angry about it.
oh, so he stopped because he was able to buy. He bought a fake tobacco.
Yes, he tried to bought the tobacco have a highest price, but
Oh,
he also bought like uh, cigars. So he feeling angry about it.
oh, that's a very good,
He stopped
somehow,
smoke.
yeah, somehow it's good for him. He
Yes,
stopped doing it,
but
right?
I think also in my family, have my uncle. He also smoking
Mm-hmm.
than my father, and he tried to stop by some ways. For example, by medicine, that
Mm-hmm.
he can drink
Mm-hmm.
uh, for the stop smoking, but he also can't stop.
He can't stop because they're already addicted to the cigarette, to smoking. It's really hard to stop. My father uh, stopped smoking when he got ill. He is now 77 years old. He stopped smoking 3 years ago. Imagine how long he had been smoking. When he was still young, when we were young, he was already smoking. He stopped when he was 73 years old. And uh, he got sick, and he stayed in the hospital for 2 long weeks, 2 or 3 weeks because of that. Now he's not smoking anymore.
Yes,
Yes,
I think
right?
there are some people have to when they have some uh, problems or
Yes, illness.
diseases in the body.
Mm.
When they to see the doctor, maybe the doctor will have for them some uh,
Hmm. They,
anchors.
that's right. Okay. So, you know what they did to cigarette packs? Uh, to cigarette that they sell here in the Philippines. They, I will show you an example. Okay. They are selling cigarettes here. They have a warning, a picture. Can you see it? They show people some causes or the effects when you smoke a cigarette. That's what will happen. Yes, so all of the cigarette packs right now, they have pictures like that. So it's like a warning to people. Okay? But of course, still, our president put a very high amount on tax for cigarettes so that only few people can buy because he said it's not good for the people. Yes, that's what he did. Okay, so now few people, you know, there are few people who stop smoking already. Okay, so that's our lesson for today. Do you have any questions?
I think I don't know.
Okay, so what have we learned in this lesson?
Oh,
What did you learn from the lesson?
I think when future when I married, if I have children, especially a son, I
Hmm.
I really mm, don't not allow him
Him.
smoke when young
Okay, to
or in
smoke.
teenager.
Yes. You know, it's hard to become a mother nowadays. Sometimes you say, don't do that. But because of his friends, if he sees his friends doing it, he thinks it's okay. So sometimes it's hard. So you just have to, prepare when you become a mother. Yes, you have to be very open to your children so that they will know what they need to do and what they need not do. Okay? All right, so let's study some words again. The first one is cigarettes.
Cigarette,
Okay, so you just have to put the right stress. Cigarettes. Okay, cigarettes.
cigarette,
Military.
military,
Okay, military. All right, this
mili-
is the intonation, okay? And putting the right stress so you can pronounce it correctly. Military.
military,
Okay, terrific.
terrific.
Very good.
Oh,
Country.
it's
Yes,
since terrific,
it's same
terrific
as
is in a terrible.
terrible.
I think so.
No, it's not. Terrible, it's not. It's very bad. Terrific is awesome, amazing.
Oh, yes,
Yes. Oh, you're terrific today. Oh, you're very good. You're amazing. It's the same. Oh, you're terrible. Very bad. So it's an opposite of terrific and terrible. It's the opposite. Okay, next.
contribution.
Contribution. Okay, what does it mean when we say contribution?
Um,
Contribute. Okay, when we say contribute, it's what we can give. It's their contribution. It's what we can give for free. Okay, let me put it there. Contribution.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay, so something that you contribute or help, you give out. All right, to achieve something together with other people. Okay, so that is contribution. Let me put it there. Contribution. Contribution. Okay, I might put the wrong word there. Okay, something that you contribute or do to
Oh,
help produce or achieve something together with other people. Okay, this is what the cigarette companies did. They think it's right. It's like their contribution to the men and women of the army or the military. It's their help giving out free cigarettes, but really it's not help, right? It's really not giving out help. Okay, so that is our lesson for today. Okay, so how did you find the lesson? Was it easy or more easy today than before?
yes,
Or
I think so. Because
okay, great.
last time we had a session also related with the tobacco.
Yes, that's right. Okay. So the reason why I don't ask you anymore for the opinion samples, it is because I focus more on some questions that is related to you that you can really relate to. Let's say I ask you about your cousins. How can you let them stop smoking? So that you can speak about it. So you can talk about it. Okay?
You always want to me talk more.
Yes, because that's the only way you can, you can
Practice.
practice.
Yes.
Yes, of course, when Americans, they like talking. They will not stop asking questions. They're like that.
Yes.
So when they ask you many, many questions, be sure to, be sure to understand. They talk very fast at times. Sometimes they say things like idioms that we don't really understand, right? So that's why we have free talking so you can both focus on the lesson and at the same time with your speaking skills. Okay? I saw someone behind you. Is that your mom?
Yes, that's right.
Is that your mom?
Yes.
Wow, she's very pretty. Okay, so hi to your mom. It's nice to know that you're there. It's good to be home, right? Yes. What will you do after this class?
I don't know.
What
I
do you
don't have
usually
any
do?
plan.
You don't have any plans? Me, I'm going to eat, 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 eat. Because my children are not here. So me and my husband, we will cook food
Oh,
and then we're going to eat.
yes, exactly.
Yes, I love eating. My favorite time. Okay, so next week, don't forget to review the next chapter, which is sending women into combat. All right, I will ask you, what does it mean? What's the title? What does the title mean? All right, this is about army again, sending women into combat. What is combat? Things like that. And then write down some words that you don't understand, some phrases as well. What does this mean? And then if you can also give me some words, difficult words there that you understand already. Oh, you can tell me, oh, teacher, I know what this means already. Is this right?
Yes,
Something like that. Okay.
yes.
All right. And of course, I will be asking you some personal questions that is related to the topic as well. Okay?
Yeah.
Do I speak fast? Sometimes.
Wow.
Do I speak fast?
You
Me, yes.
big
Do I
no.
speak?
Oh.
Do I speak fast?
Some a
Sometimes
little bit.
a little bit. When I notice that I'm speaking fast already, I will try to slow down. Okay. So next time, don't worry, I will slow down so you can understand me. Okay.
Yeah.
Happy weekend, Chi. I'll see you again
Yes. Enjoy
Tuesday.
your weekend.
Yes. Thank you. See you
Yeah.
next
Goodbye.
time. Bye.
Goodbye.